And I just want to welcome everyone to our second annual ceremony of Peace and Remembrance. And it is in honor of the students within Baltimore City Public Schools that we have lost to violence in the past year. I would like to welcome Mayor Young and the many public officials who have joined us, Council President Scott, Councilman Burnett, Delegate Boyce, Senator Washington, Councilman Cohen, Councilwoman Clark. We also have a representative from Senator Hayes' office that is here with us. I would also like to thank the members of the Baltimore City Board of Commissioners who are here, Chair Cheryl Kashani and others. I would also like to thank the families of three of our students that are at least three who are currently here with us. The family of Corey Mosley Jr., the family of Lamont Green, family of Taylor Hayes. Last year at this time, we mourned the loss of 9 students to violence on the streets of our city. And it seems inconceivable that anything at that time could have been worse. But tragically, in the current school year, we have lost 12 more of our young people to violence. And so, unfortunately, the violence has continued to take our youngest members. How does one describe our sorrow in the face of such tragedy? How does one measure the extent of our loss? 12 families shattered, 12 young lives cut short, filled with potential and possibility, capable of achievements that now will never be realized, and dreams that will now go unfulfilled. Where are the words to express our sadness and our outrage? What can we do to honor the memory of those we have lost? The voices of these young people have been silenced, so we must speak for them. We must raise our voices to condemn the cycle of violence that ravages our city, and we must ask God for the strength to do whatever is necessary to protect the young lives in our trust. I pray for peace in which our children can thrive, but I know that peace is only possible with justice. And justice will not come until we all take responsibility as a society for the indifference, the intolerance, and the inequity that make these abominations not only impossible, but oftentimes feeling inevitable. Let us commit ourselves this morning to the idea that it is not inevitable. This is not a foregone conclusion. Let us commit ourselves to peace and to justice in the memory of these young lives lost and our determination that we must lose no more. Our young people are our hope, our present, and our future. And we must speak out and take action to provide them with the lives they deserve and the opportunity to fulfill their destinies and become everything God created them to be. That is our prayer and our fervent hope. Above all, that is our solemn responsibility, which we must accept in their names. I will now ask Mayor Young to come forth and have words on behalf of our city.
Thank you, Dr. Santelises. Good morning to everyone. Words cannot begin to express the deep sorrow and pain we are all feeling. And before you today, heartbroken and utterly broken by the fact that we have so many young lives that have been cut short. My heart breaks for the many graduations, birthdays, career achievement, and other milestones that won't be achieved. To the parents, the families, the teachers who became like family to these precious young people, we're here today as a testament to the fact that our young people matter and left an impression on the people in this world. The number of young people who have lost their lives to gun violence is just numbing and painful. But we're here today to reject that numbing feeling. We're here today to proclaim that the young people who lost their lives so tragically will be remembered. As the mayor of Baltimore, I couldn't have imagined that the number of young people who lost their lives would be higher than last year. I know the many mothers, fathers, and other loved ones who are left behind and calling for peace across the city. Calling for peace across the city. Calling for peace across the city. To these beautiful angels who have lost way too soon, who we have lost way too soon, I promise you that we will continue to work toward a day where no young person's lives are cut short by gun violence. To the parents, I just want to let you know that I can identify with each and every one of you because I have lost nephews, I've lost cousins, and I've lost friends as well. And when one child is lost, it hurts all of us. Because like the CEO said, their dreams are not realized. Their potential is not realized. We don't know what they could have contributed to this world. So I say to all the parents, let's get engaged with our young people. Let's talk to them and find out what's going on with them so that we can wrap our arms around them and protect them and try to keep them on the right track. So again, my heartfelt sympathy to all of the parents who have lost their young ones to violence in the city of Baltimore. I know that me and the council, we pledge to try to make sure that there's opportunities for our young people, that we can make sure that there's a fighting chance for them to succeed in life. And that's my pledge to each and every parent here today. And as I close, I would like to have President Brandon Scott to come up and have a few words as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everyone. The most precious resource in the city of Baltimore are the lives of our young people. And I stand here today to say that it's painful, extremely gut-wrenchingly painful, that we have lost 12 young people in this school year. But more importantly, that we have to say no more. We have to accept that this cannot and should not be the norm for Baltimore City. Our city is infected with a disease known as gun violence, and I am begging everyone that lives in Baltimore, works in Baltimore, or says they care about Baltimore to get involved in helping us cure that disease, because it's impacting everybody, but most importantly, it is impacting the lives of our young people, and we can no longer stand for it. No more should we be going to funerals of young people. No more should we see the pain of brothers and sisters, of mothers, of classmates, the looks of their faces that their best friend is no longer coming back to school, that their best friend will not be graduating from college, that their best friend will not be going to prom. We have to end this today, and we can only do that together. To the families, just know that the entire city stands and we support you. We love you. We will be there for you in the times when there's sorrow, but we all have to galvanize around each other and all have to galvanize around the lives of these young people to honor them by making Baltimore a better place, and we can do that by solving and curing this disease known as gun violence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Young and Council President Scott. Right now, we will proceed with the practice that we began last year. We will read the names of each and every young person who is a student in city schools that lost their lives. We will ring the bell because each of these lives represents a family, a community, and a future. They are worthy of that pause. They are not numbers. They were known to us. And now we will begin with the reading. Do you have the names? Nope. Cameron Anderson from Achievement Academy. Marquise Jackson from Excel Academy. Taylor Hayes from Robert Coleman Elementary School. Marcus Brown from Excel Academy. Montrell Muzon Jr. from Angela Y. Davis Leadership Academy. Desmond Anderson from the Reach Partnership School. Michael Handy from Frederick Douglass High School. Damian Clarity from Excel Academy. Corey Mosley from Dunbar High School. Markel Hendricks from Reach Partnership. Lamont Green from ACE Academy. Makai Anderson from Renaissance Academy. And now I will ask Phelan Thompson from Mervo High School, in memory of the young lives lost, to share with us a spoken word piece.
Good morning. We wake up in the morning. We look up to the sky. We wonder why he took you before we say goodbye. We look up to the stars at night. We wake up in the morning. We look up to the sky. We wonder why he took you before we say goodbye. We look up to the stars at night and know you're looking down. We like to think you're proud of us, just stumbling around. We crawl in bed and close our eyes and realize that you're gone. Then it comes to the fears and tears, and life just seems so wrong. When we glance up to the heavens, we know you're flying by. My angel watching over me. I'm happy as I cry. I'm missing you. I'll find a way to get through. Thank you.
And now we'll have a second student poet, Anaya Taylor from City College High School.
Good morning. In Baltimore, a poet's words are worth more than 1,000,000 pictures, which is said to be worth 1,000 words you will not. Remember the picture of the boy who was shot dead, but the memory of the word the poet spoke about him is etched into your brain. The metaphors, the similes, the connecting synecdoches, listen to the poems. Someone once told me that everything is a poem if you listen close enough. The sirens give you the sweet chocolate feeling of the potential line. The music is the snaps of affirmation. The laughter is the Jesus of home hitting everlasting memory. If everything is a poem and everyone is a poet, then somewhere there is a poet in Fells Point at the Chinese carryout where the place is dirty but you know the food is phenomenal. He left his house at 1 a.m. because he wanted to get it just right. A girl is in the corner of her A-push class, and instead of listening to the lecture on the Nazis, she is writing a poem about her friends who are depressed and sad. She will not pass the test on the Nazis, but she will change lives with her poem. A boy is up until 3 a.m. memorizing his piece because who needs sleep when you have slams to win? If you listen to the poem, this city may not be rich and sound, but we surely are rich in sound. We have never been able to deal with our emotions, didn't want to feel weak, so we do more to feel less, and instead of catching bodies, we write them, and we always kill it. We throw pins instead of punches. Now tell me, can a picture do that? Can it make you feel everything at once and leave you wanting more? Does it help you breathe easy? hug you on the coldest nights in an alternate universe. All of the art museums are turned into poetry exhibits with infinite open mics and slam competition where no word goes unsaid, no feeling goes unfelt, no poem goes unwritten. Every piece will be incomplete because no true story is ever finished. Your story will never be finished no matter where you are. If you are up in the sky and the stars, when you are down at the beaches, laying with your mother, your story is never finished, and everyone will be able to breathe easy. Listen to the poems. Thank you.
I want to thank both Phelan and Anaya for that spoken word. And now, finally, we will close with a selection from Janie Hughes from Western High School under the direction of Robin Page, choral director at Western High School. Janie?
You can have all the money in your hands, all the possessions anyone can ever have, but it's all worth this treasure. True worth never measured, not by what you got, but what you got in your heart. You can have everything, but what does it mean? It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. It all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. And I'll stand up for you, and I'll stand up for you. Yes, I will, yes, I will. You do the best that you can do. Then you can look in the mirror, proud of who's looking back at you. Define the life you're living, not by what you take, but what you're giving. And if you bet on love, there's no way you'll ever lose. Take a stand, make a stand for what's right. It's always worth the fight. It all means nothing, oh, if you don't stand for something, yeah. You can't just talk the talk, you got to walk that walk. Yes, you do. And it all means nothing if you don't stand up for something. And I'll stand up for you, stand for respect, dignity. If that's all you got, then you got all you need. And without that, you don't have a thing. Oh, no, no. Rise up, love, lift your hands. I stand with you cause I understand. Ain't here to judge, just to take a stand. The greater plans, the creator plans. Let's all rise like the day again. Reach out and touch with the Savior's hand. On rock we stand like this native land. Let the way of love be the way of man. Nothing, yeah, if we don't stand for something. And I'll stand up for you, and I'll stand up for you. It all means nothing if we don't stand for something, yeah. And I'll stand up for you, and I'll stand up for you, and I'll stand up for you. 'Cause I'll stand up for you, I'll stand up for you. Thank you.
So I want to thank Janie for basically the words that we should end with, that she sang so beautifully, and that is that we here today commit to walk the walk, to stand for something, to stand for the lives of the young people of our city. Every civilization is judged by what they do for their elderly and what they do for their children. May we be judged by future generations in a way that says we stood for something and we stood for them. Thank you all. Thank you every member of City Schools North Avenue who broke away to come out and stand for our young people, for every elected official, and most importantly, for every family member here with a yellow rose. We gave 20 to 25 minutes to just bond with you directly, but know that you are in our prayers, as you will forever carry the memories of your young people with you. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.